Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Moon Colony live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Today, we've got Leoni back with us. Was it last week we had you on here last? Time
Mm, maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't
two
remember.
weeks. Yeah, neither do I. Time is a mystery. Um, but I hope everyone's doing okay. Um, so today we've got Leonie in here to do a little bit of Hades. So I'm sure you all know about Hades. It has an amazing art style, really beautiful. So I grabbed Leonie and was like, "Do you want to try some of this?"
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Um, so what he's done, yeah, he's got a lovely mood board here, as you can see, full of a lot of the characters from the first game and the second game.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe you can even share this with people so they don't
yeah,
have to search for themselves.
yeah. If you send it my way, then I will. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you've already sent it
hmm
to me. There we go. Sure, I can post it. Yeah. So Leonie's gonna do a bit of Hades rendering today. Uh, I've already given a little bit of a spoiler in the Discord as to what it is that you'll be rendering, but I will let
Yeah.
you, while I share that mood board, I will let you tell everybody else what we'll be doing.
Yeah, so uh I I I did not play a lot of Hades. I played the first one a little bit.
Mm,
And like even before playing it, I fell in love with the art style. Like it's so nice. Uh and like if you look closely, it's not very complicated in terms of rendering and stuff, but I like deeper shadows, like very dark shadows, shadow shapes, and I don't know. Yeah, it's so good looking. All the characters are very unique.
mm,
They have nice gestures and designs to them. So yeah, when Jaden approached me to do something Hades style, I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And to do that, I was thinking about using a character from one of my favorite games, which is Breath of the Wild,
mm-hmm.
and try to draw in this Hades style, like uh, because one thing that we do a lot here in Moon Colony is okay, we are working on an established franchise, a game that already has an art style, and we have to create a new character or match one concept to an illustration to
Mm-hmm.
put inside the game. So this would be an exercise thinking of that if I would imagine if Zelda and Hades had a collaboration and they include one of the Breath of the Wild characters into the game. So I will try to imagine I'm working with these clients doing that today. Of course, I will not do like a full on painting like this in a couple hours, of course. So to give me a head start, I prepared a little uh, sketch for it, so we can focus on the finishing of the lines and the colors that give the Hades art style their
Mm-hmm.
characteristic look. So yeah, if you don't know, this character is from Breath of the Wild. Her name is Urbosa, and she's the Gerudo queen or
Yeah.
something. And yeah, I prepared this sketch real quick, and so you can see my process. It looks like this. I did this sketch first. I actually said to Jaden how good I can draw hands. Like I did a very realistic hand here. Yeah, but then I said, okay, I need to chill a little bit, and then I did the rest. Very sketchy looking, right? Okay, and with this sketch, uh, I draw on top and did this one, right? With a little bit of fixing of perspective and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys have this on Discord if you want
Yep.
to use this as a base to to uh, finish on top, or you can like start your own drawing. Yeah. So what we're going to do is to analyze what is the characteristic style of Hades, starting with lines. So yeah, we will do an outline first. So think about the line weights, if the lines are tapering or not, if they're like a very uh, uh, uniform line. Or for example, I can see that some places the line don't close completely,
Yeah.
things like that, or how they do shadow shapes and stuff. So yeah, I was gonna start doing um, black and white version, and then we're gonna paint
Mhm.
based on the color palettes they use. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. Now we've kind of gone through the intro portion. I will just say a few hellos, so I can see Ignacio's here. Hello, Ignacio. Hi, Melissa. Uh, hello, David. VV, hello, nice to see you. J Lulu J Lulua says something in something in Portuguese that I'm not going to try and read. Um,
Okay.
bom dia,
Meus manos.
meus manos.
Buenos dias, amigos.
Buenos dias. Laurentino Art says, hello there. This game is too hard for me, but in fact, I'm a terrible gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough, but you know they're made to be those kind of games where you just keep throwing yourself at it until you eventually learn and get better. So maybe you'll become an amazing gamer after playing Hades for a while,
Or maybe not.
or maybe not. Yeah, or maybe not. But it's always good to have hope. You've got to have hope. Hello, Fleur Desiree. Nice to see you, Desiree. Fleur Desiree. Ignacio says, Buenos dias, señor Leonio, señor Jaden. Gracias, por favor. Nice, thank you. I'm sorry if my voice gives out during this stream. By the way, I lost it over the weekend and I've only just started getting it back again. So you may see me drinking and nodding a bit more often than talking. Marco says, approaching a bigger project with different artists and slightly different styles like Lorcana, Magic, or some Hearthstone cards. What do you think could be more important between giving your own touch or sticking to the average style?
I think it depends a lot. For example, if you're drawing a card game, they are okay with having variation in style between one image and the other. But doing something like what I'm trying to do here,
Yeah.
I have to be very true to the style, because if the style jumps too much, it's distracting for the gamer, right? Like the player.
Mm-hmm.
If every character is too different, it's strange, right? It should look cohesive, should look like it's from the same universe. So yeah, we have to try not to go too crazy with the style, and sometimes that's a very big challenge, at least for me, because I don't know, we tend not to recognize how much we have a style of our own, and how much our decisions are like are the way we do it. So it's like when I'm working on a project like this, it's always a back and forth
Mm,
process between me, the art director from Moon Colony, for example, and the client saying, okay, fix this, fix that, the line weight is not this color is off, or like the way you did the eye is not correct.
yeah.
It's like you go struggle a little bit, especially in the beginning, to try to match the style. And maybe after you do like 2 or 3 characters, okay, yeah, I'm getting used to the style.
Mm,
So yeah, as I said, I don't think I'm gonna do perfectly this time around. So I expect having something that is reminiscent of the style, but not 100% accurate, because we only have a couple hours to try, right?
yeah, yeah,
But uh, yeah, I'll try my best to do something that could pass as a Hades character.
yeah. I think it's important to give it a try. I mean, the Hades style is also quite difficult as well, I think.
Yeah, I'm the type of artist that like this type of thing.
Mm,
Okay, so for example, if I had to do this for real, I would be happy
hmm
to do it because okay, this is not the way I render, but every time you try to do that, you kind of learn something and incorporate some of this knowledge to your artwork.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't do many like line work in my Hearthstone work, for example.
Mm,
I do more painting, so the lines are just to support the painting.
yeah.
But in this, the lines are, I would say, more important than the painting itself. So yeah, you have to be very mindful of your your line thickness, and
Mm,
if you're going like for something more squarish or more round or simplified or complex, it's like very very interesting process to get used to.
yeah. I feel like I feel like Urbosa was a very good choice as well.
Yeah, I think she fits very well
Mm,
the vibe of the game,
yeah.
like very muscular and beautiful, sexy
hmm
people. Every character is kind of attractive or something. So it's
mm,
like, yeah, I think she could totally be like a goddess in this game in a
for
way.
sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah. This is when we get the it's when we get the Zelda expansion for Hades. That's what I'm waiting for. Uh, thank you, Markishon, for the hydrate. I will happily take that.
Thank you.
Oh, and thank you, David, for the posture check as well. I'm already sat up pretty straight. But tell you what, I'm sat cross-legged on my chair. That's probably not a great idea. So my knees will thank me later.
Okay, let me create a new screen for this. Yeah.
David's like, no, I'm sorry, but ever since I was a teenager, I've always sat cross-legged on chairs for some reason. It feels very unnatural for me to sit like in a normal chair position.
Yeah. But to be fair, Jaden have the best posture I ever seen in my life. Walking on down the street. So yeah, I think you're good, Jaden. Don't
Yeah,
worry too much.
my back posture isn't too bad, but my knees are going to be in constant pain. I'm 25. I'm 25 now, Leonie. It's not long before I start falling apart. Apparently.
Yeah. When you get to my age, you'll be basically dead already.
Yeah. What's your age? Like 95 or something?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
around that.
something like that. Um, Melissa says cross-legged is how I destroyed my back and instantly turned 80. Well, yeah. It it hasn't ruined my back yet, but who knows?
You're trying
Um,
very hard.
I'm trying so hard. I sleep on a wooden board to keep my to keep my back straight. Um, I must be a fossil then. No, David. No, 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 no. David, you're the youngest of all of us. Um, hello, Miss Stowe. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Did anybody watch the Nintendo Direct yesterday? As
Oh,
of
true. When we arranged this stream,
mm,
well, we did not know that the
yeah,
direct would be uh, yesterday. So
yeah,
yeah, we can talk about it for sure.
yeah. If anybody watched it, let us know your thoughts. I will frantically Google what was showcased yesterday because I've forgotten most of it already. Um,
Okay, the important stuff: Metroid Prime 4,
true that.
new Mario and Luigi game,
Yes, that
very
also
good,
looked really
very
good.
good. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but it's a game that you control Mario and Luigi at the same time as a
Yep, yep.
single character, and with A button you control Mario, B button you control Luigi. So it's like very simple
Yeah.
controls, but it can be very difficult sometimes
Mm,
and very confusing because you have to remember, like, if an attack is going towards Mario, you have to press A to avoid
to
it.
avoid it.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like it's fun. It's very interesting. It's
Mhm.
simple, like a RPG style game, but
Yeah.
it's very funny.
Yeah. I think it looked really cool, and it's exciting that the Mario RPG games are looking more uh good again now.
Yeah, they're being represented. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Um uh,
Okay, what else? We got, of course, new Zelda game. I was
yes.
waiting for this for so long, like a
Mhm.
new 2D Zelda game, top down. I, I,
Yeah.
I I like this type of games.
Yeah.
And they throw a curveball on us, doing a Legend of Link, right?
Yeah.
Because you play as Zelda. uh,
Yeah. I
so
remember I was sat in the Moon Colony voice chat watching it with some people yesterday, and we saw the start of that trailer, and it was like, oh, is it a remake? Is it a like is it like a remake of Link to the Past or something, or what one is it? And then obviously when Link got taken away, we were like, oh my god, it's a totally new one. So
yeah,
yeah,
so nice.
yeah, it looks really cool, and you can see the inspiration that they took from uh, Tears of the Kingdom as well, with like
Oh
the,
yeah, yeah.
the whole items and stuff like that.
It's like more open world. You can build stuff or something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It,
hope the gameplay is good and like the puzzles are fun to solve
uh,
at the
I'm,
same.
yeah, I'm sure it'll be cool. I wonder how much of it you can. I wonder how much of it you can break by just like stacking, stacking a bunch of items on top of each other or something.
Yeah, one thing that got pretty clear is that you cannot stack 100 items.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
pay close attention, there's the fairy companion
yeah.
that it has like floating triangles, and
Mhm.
every time you summon something, one of the
One of
triangles is
triangles.
used.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, probably like you start with one and then two, then three. Like
Mm,
you start with very few triangles that you can use, and then little by little you can put more and more. Probably,
yeah, yeah.
I would guess something like that.
Maybe it'll be like a heart container situation where you have to collect X amount of uh
Yeah,
X amount of
I
things
hope
to get more.
we have dungeons. You know,
Yes, me too.
please.
Please. It
Yeah,
looked like
because
we
like
will, but we'll see.
yeah, like this type of game, 2D Zelda games like this,
Mm,
they are very fun to solve the puzzles.
yeah,
doing the dungeons and stuff. So yeah, I hope we have this in this game.
Yeah, I think that they know people would be a bit disappointed if we had another Zelda game without real dungeons.
Yeah, but they
Um,
don't care.
but well, I don't know. I feel like they do. I feel like they'll care because it's a 2D Zelda game, and that's exactly what people like. That's what people
Yeah,
really like about the 2D Zelda games.
yeah.
Um, uh, let's see. Pitter Comics says she looks very Gerudo inspired. Ah, well, that's because she
She's
is.
Urbosa,
Yeah, she's
the
Urbosa.
the best champion of all time.
Facts. Uh,
Yeah, I
Markishon.
think maybe that's one of my problems with Tears of the Kingdom is that Riju is like a step down.
Yeah,
You know, Urbosa is so cool.
yeah. Urbosa was awesome.
Yeah, not I don't have like any problem with Riju, but come on,
Mm,
Urbosa is so nice.
yeah. Pitter Comics says, "Oh, I thought we were doing Hades stuff. We're doing like a Hades style. We're doing it in like a Hades art style.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I think people can see the mood board right here, right?
yeah,
And we are doing Hades stuff,
yeah."
style render.
Markishon says Metroid just looks okay. Or it looks just okay. Well, I guess we'll have to
Hmm.
see when more comes out. Like,
Yeah, I'm not the target audience for Metroid,
mm,
especially like the Prime trilogy and stuff
yeah,
because I don't like first person games too much.
mm,
One of my problems is that they I get dizzy by playing them, so
yeah,
I'm not the target audience. So yeah, I don't know. It looks okay for me because uh, it's not my type of game.
yeah,
But like I had this conversation in the past a lot
mm,
about graphics and stuff. I don't care at all about graphics if it's like super high res or not.
yeah,
If the gameplay is fun and it's fluid, it's not janky. Uh, it's okay. For example,
mm,
I you guys know that I like Pokemon,
yeah,
but I don't like the newer games because they are janky. It's not because the graphics are not good.
mm.
I don't care too much about the graphics, but the jankiness is very very bad.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Um, for me, that they'd be better if the frame rate was consistent. As you like,
Yeah, yeah,
similar to
exactly.
you, like I don't really care about the graphics as much. I just at least have a consistent frame rate. That's all I ask.
Yeah, because like most people say something like, "Oh, this game doesn't look too good on Switch," but like the Switch is a tablet, this thin
Mm,
and
mm,
this
yeah,
small. It's like a 7-inch tablet
yeah,
with hardware like very old because when it got released in 2017, the hardware was already kind of
mm,
outdated. So it's like a very simple device.
yeah,
So of course it will not run your games 120
mm,
frames per second in 4K.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, most of the situations runs fine, I guess.
mm,
Uh, but they struggle in some games. Like even the Link's Awakening remake, for example, some areas are are not very
yeah,
well optimized. So it's like it's a shame when the frame rate dips is it's bad.
yeah,
But the graphics itself, I think, okay, no problem. At my opinion.
yeah. That's kind of the way I look at it as well. I think if you look at a piece of if you look at a piece of kit, especially Nintendo, where Nintendo have always been like behind the technological bar. You know, they've never been pioneers in graphics. Um,
Yeah, they try to pioneer in other
yeah,
areas, like or try different type of gimmicks or
yeah,
things like that. We're gonna try different stuff, not create just a big box
Yeah.
with a lot of power or something.
Yeah, yeah. And it works for them. I mean, look at what the Switch did. Now there's like the Steam Deck. There's
Yeah, like a lot of tablets
yeah,
like
there's a
this
lot of them.
nowadays.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. Personally, I'm super hyped for Metroid. Metroid was great when it was a platformer for me. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Yeah, I like the
Metroid is
platformers.
yeah, Metroid is going like two ways now. You've got the Prime series, which I don't know if we'll get any more Primes after Prime 4. I guess it depends how well it sells. Um, and then you've got the more 2D ones that was like Dread. And Metroid Dread was really good.
Yeah, I did not finish it, but I the part that I played,
Mm,
it's very cool.
yeah.
Like I'm not a pro gamer. I'm not super good at games in
Yeah, yeah.
general, and some parts are a little challenging, but they are fun. It's not like stressful challenge, you know. It's like, okay, yeah, I died a couple of times, but I figured it out
Mm,
and I had fun. It's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Ignacio says that he gets dizzy playing third person games. Man,
Third person.
third person. Yeah, that's a new one for me. Normally, I normally hear people get sick with first, but uh, Misto said I was happy with the Nintendo Switch Sports update. I
Oh,
honestly,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, good on you. I didn't think that. Well, I didn't know anybody that actually bought it, like bought Switch Sports. So I don't know how good it is.
I
But
played a couple of times,
yeah.
like a demo once, and then I think one of my friends had it,
Hmm.
and like it's fun. Uh, but I don't think they are better than
The
uh,
Wii ones.
the Wii ones, because the Wii is built for it
Yeah.
with the stupid motion bar on the TV,
Yeah.
like for the motion controls to be very accurate, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not as good as the Wii ones,
Yeah.
but the graphics are actually very beautiful.
Yeah.
The game is very very good looking.
I'm just I'm just sad that you couldn't be a me, you know.
I think you can. You can.
You can?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think I did that actually. You can
Oh.
put your me face.
Oh,
They
cool.
have the like the stock characters that you can
Hmm.
choose, but I if I'm not mistaken, you can uh play as your me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The
Uh
same way you can do it on Mario Kart, you can also
oh, you can
play
also
as
do
your
it in
me.
that. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and about that Dragon's Quest 3 remake, that looked amazing. That looked
Yeah,
really nice.
I would say that most of these HD 2D
Mm,
2.5D, I don't know, games that Square released in the past, I'm not a very huge fan of them because I don't know, sometimes they do some light and shadow tricks
yeah.
to make the sprites go like pop a little bit, so
Mm,
like they put a very dark shadow below it in a way
yeah.
that I think they're kind of ugly. But this, for me, like it's the best one so far,
Hmm.
and in the style, it's very very good looking.
Yeah. Uh, I really like the art style too. It's really cute. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort definitely are better, but Switch Sports helps fill the hole the Wii left in my heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
I
fun with like family and friends and stuff for sure.
yeah I played recently the Wario game from from the Switch, the
Oh yeah.
WarioWare in a friend's house, and
Yeah.
it's so stupid but so fun. Like the games are 5-second games or
Yeah.
something like. And like you if you're not used to Wario, people get kind of mad, say, "What the hell is this? This is kind of stupid." But yeah, after a while, you have a lot of fun. Also, I got hyped for the new Mario Party
Yeah.
because yeah, they said that will be the biggest one so far. So
Mm.
this is good because I have one in my Switch, and it's
Mm.
the first one they released on Switch, and I think it only
Yeah.
has 4 boards, and
I said
it's not
that.
very big, you know.
Yeah, I said that when we were watching it in the Moon Colony Discord. I was saying like I really hope they give us more than 4 boards this time.
Yeah,
Because the last one was so disappointing. It's like, really? You give us 5 boards and also they have weird mechanics to them that aren't even that fun. So I'm hoping this one is better. Um, I think you get five. I think you get 5 boards and then 2 from previous Mario Party games. So I think in total there's 7.
yeah, which is
Um,
fine.
yeah,
7 is way better
yeah.
already.
And then there's that online mode that supports like over 20 people in it, which looks insane. Peter says WarioWare peaked with WarioWare Inc. Which one was WarioWare Inc? I think the best WarioWare was Smooth Moves on the Wii. That one was amazing.
Yeah, I did not play that one.
Oh, it was so good. Different it had like different controller uh positions. So it would be like it would tell you to do the elephant, and when it first introduced this move to you, um, it would have this like really dramatic kind of Zen, almost yoga pose instructions going for it. It would be like
Yeah,
it would be like grip the Wii remote in your right hand and hold it
yeah,
against your face like an elephant gracefully spraying its trunk. It's like it was just so um it was so funny. And yeah, you would end up doing like mini games holding the remote up against your nose pretending you're an elephant and stuff like that. It was amazing. It, um WarioWare Inc. was for the GameCube. It had the best multiplayer modes. Oh, okay. I didn't play that one.
yeah. I did not have the GameCube. I have
No,
no recollection of GameCube games for that. Sorry.
yeah. I had a
I
GameCube, but later in my life. I was like 13 or something when I first got a GameCube. Um, Ace Attorney news was good too. Yeah, that was
oh yeah,
I was pretty surprised. It's an Ace Attorney game where you play as whatever
the
his
other
name
guy.
is. The other guy, yeah, the other fella, whatever his name was. Um, uh, what was it? Miles Edgeworth. That's the one. Miles Edgeworth. Uh, there was a cool one. I just scrolled past it. What was it? No, no, no. Where is it? Oh yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2 is getting a re-release on the Switch, which is really nice. Luigi's Mansion 2 is amazing. If anybody didn't get to playing that on the 3DS,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of fun. Can recommend. Romancing Saga is getting a release, like a remake. Is that a remake or is that just a new one? Ah, it's a remake. What about the 4DS? 4DS when? Well, you say that, Ignacio, but the 4DS is actually Nintendo's next console. Everyone thinks it's going to be the Switch 2, but You're wrong. It's a 4DS. It lets you actually taste and smell the environments that you're in.
You can basically do that without the video game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just an instruction on the screen. Smell your surroundings.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the 4DS.
Yeah. In 720p. Yeah. Yeah, you get to smell and taste your surroundings in 720p. I don't know if I want that. That could actually be a real Nintendo move. Yeah, it kind of would. You're in the desert in Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Well, now you can taste the sand. Wow, thanks Nintendo.
Imagine, like, okay, to play this part of the game, you have to go to a desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unlocked. It's locked behind like, you have to be in a correct environment to play, so you can taste your environment.
Oh yeah, the comment on Nintendo production scheduling by Jaden is not necessarily representative of the company and team. Yeah, this is just a personal guess and comment.
Yeah, we are trying to guess what the
Yeah.
new the next Switch will be.
Yeah. Misto says the line weight is really good. I have some trouble with it. I either put way too little or way too much. How do you decide where to put your line weight and solid black shadows?
You just
don't,
improvise.
don't say you just.
I don't know. You just do it, and then you see that it's too thick and say no. For example, right now I'm doing this like everything in a single layer. The correct move would not do shadows in a single layer like I'm doing, because it's better for me, for example, to do a first line pass on top of everything with a thinner line, and then I put the thicker lines on a separate layer. So if I have to tone them down, I just erase that layer or tone down some parts. If this if this was actually work, I would do that. Work on a separate layer. So if the art director says, I'm not sure about this line, I think this is too thick, so I would just erase it and it would be fine. But because this is like a stream just for fun, I'm doing everything in a single layer.
Just for fun. What do you think this is?
Yeah, actually, we are doing a test to work on Hades 3.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
That would be a lot of fun.
To be fair, but yeah, I just broke NDA. Sorry, guys.
Super Giant.
If I'm not if I'm not here in the next stream, you know that's true.
Yeah.
I just broke the NDA and got fired.
Would it be worse to confirm the NDA break or to like confirm the NDA break by firing you, or pretend that it was a lie by not firing you? That's the thing. Do you double bluff it?
Yes. No, but the funny thing about this is, like, sometimes you can say something as a joke. For example, oh, okay, we're working on Hades 3, but we never know. Maybe like in a couple years they're working on Hades 3 and we can work on it. It would be fun.
Yeah. Super Giant, hit us up if you want us to work on Hades 3.
Yeah, if you like this drawing at the end of the stream, contact us, please.
Yeah. Marco says, to be honest, I really hope they bring back a version of Street Pass. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. The
Jacob
time
says,
has
my
changed.
friend got a Street Pass notification at a Weezer concert. That's amazing. That's incredible.
Recently, of course, yeah. The demographics for Weezer concerts are
Yeah,
Nintendo nerds,
I, d- I didn't
for
want
sure.
I didn't want to say it, but I was going to say if there was any band I had to guess that Street Pass people would go to, it would be a Weezer concert. Um, but that's funny. The 4DS will add innovative, immersive technology that will allow the player to feel the temperature of the environment. It'll start overheating when trying to render an outdoor scene. All 4DS games must take place in a desert as to as to help immerse the player. David said, "Bye, Leoni." That's it. It's all over.
Okay, bye. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. End of the stream now. Leoni has to go for a quick meeting with HR.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging it. It's looking okay.
Yeah, I think it's looking good.
I will probably not do the lines and everything before
Mm,
I jump to colors because we are like 40 minutes in and I just did just the face.
yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are used to my streams, you know that in general I work fast. But this I'm trying to really do it like it's
Mm,
for real.
yeah, yeah.
Because maybe this is a test to work on Hades 3, we don't know. And like okay, and I'm trying my best here to draw with lines. I'm not very good at it, I would say, so it's not my strongest uh, skill doing
Mm,
lines. So yeah, I'm trying my best, and I'll probably do like this part
yeah,
on lines, and then we can start painting a little bit.
sure. Yeah. How do you know where, like, I guess it's kind of an instinct thing, but knowing where to break the lines must be like,
Yeah, what I do is usually I favor to have thicker lines
yeah,
where the shadow would be. So, for
mm,
example, if the light is coming from the top,
yeah,
uh, I would rather like make this line thin
hmm,
and this line thick
yeah,
than the other way around, you know? So, like, even with line weight, I can already imply a little bit of light and shadow, you know?
hmm,
So, here on this tiara thing, I don't know what's called.
yeah, like a circle.
This circular thingy. I would make the line below it
Mm,
thicker and the line on top thinner.
yeah,
So you can kind of see where the light would come from. You know,
yeah.
that's the idea.
Hmm. Uh, Jacob says it's probably too soon to ask as we're still on the lining stage, but how would you approach the cell shading, in particular the thin saturated edges to the shadows of the skin? I think it aims to mimic subsurface scattering and such. I feel like my cell shaded pieces lack that flair of color and can't figure out how Hades art does it. I mean, feel free to.
Yeah, if you uh, are not sure how they do it, I would what I would do I would do some studies on
Hmm.
their art. So like you don't have to do the whole piece, but for example, if I'm looking at the protagonist here, I can have just maybe the face and the chest here and see where do they apply the this saturated
Mm,
outline and where they don't, and try to analyze and understand why they would do that. And like because they already have a bunch of different images, characters and stuff, you can see like how they do in other characters. uh I don't think especially for cartoony stylized art, there's not a a, a rule on where to put this. It's like it's your personal taste
Mm-hmm.
saying like where it looks good and where it not doesn't look good, you know. So like you have to kind of do try and error
Yeah.
to figure it out. Uh, and like uh, because we work on digital, you can do this in a separate layer. And
Mm-hmm.
what I would do, for example, I can have this on a separate layer. Imagine I have this red thingy here. And then I create a mask on it. And I can, for example, remove a little bit on a mask. And I say, okay, no, I want to get this back. So I paint the mask. And I can, by trial and error, figure out where does it look good and where it's not looking too good. So in general, what I try to do is keep in mind where's the focal point of the image to
Mm-hmm.
concentrate uh, this type of thing that gives like a flair to the piece to help guide the viewer to the focal point. You know, so like in my drawings, I tend to put my higher contrast and higher saturation around the focal point. You know,
Yeah.
but everybody does it different. It's not like, okay, this is the only way you can do it. This is the right way to do it. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's most of the questions people ask is like, oh, I don't know, just do whatever you want. There's 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 no right or wrong. You know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of art is subjective anyway, right? So
Yeah.
it's hard to give a set yes or no answer for every question.
Yeah, like the only time when we can say that something is right or wrong is
Mm.
when you have a reference.
Yeah.
For example, you're studying from life and say, okay, I'm drawing this animal, for example. And you can say something like, oh, the anatomy of this leg is not
Mm-hmm.
correct. The bones are the bone structure is not like this, you know. So yeah, you can. Some things can be right or wrong,
Yeah.
um, black or white in that sense, right? But in general, things like line weight, color choices, gesture, or things like that can be quite subjective.
Uh, Jacob says, I see. Thank you very much. That was very helpful. You are welcome. Glad we could
I
help.
have to draw this hand, right? I work so hard in
Yeah,
the sketch.
that is true. Yeah, you worked so hard sketching that hyper realistic hand.
Yeah, I
Uh,
actually tried to paint the hand just to see, like, test a little bit of rendering, but I realized that this maybe it's a little bit too realistic, you know, so
mm.
I ditch it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's not the style for Hades, you know.
Yeah, maybe that can be for your like next great masterpiece. Um, you can save that. No, I played. Let me think. I played the first Hades uh, when it came out, but I haven't played the second one yet.
Yeah, it's not out completely, right? It's like a
Yeah, it's in early access, I think.
early access or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will probably wait until it's discounted on Switch or whatever.
No, you can't say that. We're trying to get Supermassive to give us work here, Leonie. You have to say that you'll
Yeah,
support it
but
only.
yeah, okay, I will. buy it in every platform
There we
there
go.
is. I will buy a PlayStation
Yeah,
just to buy this game on PlayStation. And then
perfect.
gift the PlayStation to Ignacio.
Perfect. You give the PlayStation to Ignacio. Yeah. No, has anybody here played Hades 2 yet? What are you thinking? Have you already finished what there is out? Uh, how much different is it from the first game? That's something that I want to know.
From the screenshots that I saw, it looks basically the same in terms of style and gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has some kind of new mechanic or something, but looks very much like a continuation of the first. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I wonder if I think this character, I can't remember who it is that you play as in this one, but I think this character does have like a different set of abilities than Zagreus does. Crimson
Probably a better
Caveat,
personality also.
maybe. Crimson Caveat says Hades 2 is already double the length of Hades 1 in my experience. Wow. Okay. That's nuts. I got to the final boss of Hades 1, but I didn't finish it. I can't remember how long it took me to get there. Let me check my Steam. I'll check my Steam hours. Let me see. Hades. It took me 9 hours to get to the final boss of Hades.
Yeah, so it's not very long.
Yeah, the first one doesn't seem to be. But the second one is, yeah, if the second one is double that, that's pretty good. Like 18 hours is not too bad. That's quite a long time for a roguelike game, but we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah. Nice.
Not to the
Okay,
final
let
boss
me.
though. Yeah, the final boss of Hades 2 isn't out yet, obviously.
Okay. Okay, I think this is somewhat decent. I will do the hair, maybe a little bit of the other shoulder, so we can start painting a little bit. One thing that happens when you're like I'm painting, I'm drawing these lines for over an hour, like almost an hour now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm starting to feel more confident with my decision making and going a little faster, you know. So it's like you kind of get used to it after a while and start stop second guessing every line and just go for it.
Yeah. Well, a nice thing is you can always just go in, fill it in a bit, like thicken up the line weight a bit more, or thin it out, or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Yeah, so like I said in the beginning, it's better for you to do thinner lines and then come back to it and make them thicker in some points, then go full thickness everywhere, because yeah, it's hard to fix if the lines are too thick. You kind of have to do them again. There's no way around it, like very good way around it. There are some tricks that you can do to thinner the lines, but in general, you have to just erase and do it again.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it's not fun. Not fun.
Hello, Symbazite. Nice to see you. Marcus says, I can't start a new game right now. This Friday, another not so long game will come out. What game's coming out this Friday? Sometimes says, I love the trend of people drawing random characters as Hades 2 deities. I think I saw someone draw Detective Columbo as a Greek deity. I need to see that. I need to see Columbo as a.
Who is Colombo?
Columbo is a detective from like a TV show back in like the. God, I don't know when it started. A long time ago. I think it finished in 2003, but it was running for God years and years. My dad used to watch it when I was a kid,
Okay.
and he would always do this thing where he would have figured out who committed the crime, like committed the murder or something, and he would uh he would go and question the suspect again, and he'd be like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. He'd then turn away to leave the room, and he'd go, just one more thing, and then he'd turn around, and yeah, that was when he'd you know let
Crack the case.
crack the case. Yeah, it was amazing. He'd do it all the time. Like it was like his thing. It's great. um Columbo, trickster spirit of justice, that's so good. uh Christina says Columbo is the best. um Gibbs Santos, Colombo is the city I live in here in Brazil. That's so good.
Yeah, the guy is so big that he has his own
He
city.
has his own city.
What do you have in your name, Jason?
What do I have in my name?
Yeah.
God, I mean, what don't I have? Yeah, I have nothing. I have nothing. Thank you, Eliazar, for redeeming a hydrate, and thank you, Marco, for redeeming a hydrate as well. I will take another
Thank
drink.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will not be able to finish all the illustration in 2 hours, sadly, but I want to finish this one.
Yeah.
Maybe you can hook me up for other stream, Jade.
Would you like would you like that? I can do that. That wouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Yeah, I just draw on work hours, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Christina says the actor who plays Columbo is the granddad in The Princess Bride, one of the greatest films of all time. I've never seen The Princess Bride. I've never seen it. Maybe I should watch it. Simbalite says I really want to watch Princess Bride since it was Andre the Giant's favorite film. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
It's a chick flick. Is it a chick flick, David? Maybe. I don't know.
What is the problem with that, Jade? Oh,
Nothing. I love a good
David.
chick flick. I was gonna say, you won't hear me complaining about a chick flick. One of my favorite musical movies to watch is Mamma Mia, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
Oh, musical.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like a musical. What of it? It it's an action comedy. No, it's an action romance comedy genius film. Oh, okay. I didn't realize genius was a genre of films.
Yeah, this is my favorite genre.
Real men love chick flicks. Exactly. The chickier the flick, the better. What about Papa Pia?
Yeah, come on.
Papa Pia just didn't hit the same. It just didn't have the same vibes. It was all wrong. Watching a bunch of men
What is
go
the
to the
story
pub.
on Papa Pia?
Yeah. Go on, Ignacio. Can you give us a synopsis of the plot of Papa Pia? Um, Stardust
Probably has
is
guns and
oh,
explosions.
gone. Nah, I think it's just a bunch of dads sat in a pub somewhere, just drinking. Um, let's see. Seems like it says Stardust, the film adaptation, is also amazing. I remember really liking it as a kid, and then I watched it again. Like it was on TV, like about a year ago. Um, and thinking that it wasn't as good as I remembered it being. But my mum liked it because uh it had a song by Take That in it, which like a British band that were really big in like what the 90s or something. It was very strange. Uh, does Mad Max
Mm.
Fury Road count as a chick flick?
Oh yeah,
You know
sure.
what? Sure, why not? Oh god, you don't want me to write a synopsis because it's going to be wild. Well, write a synopsis that is appropriate for me to read out, and then I'll be happy with it. So you don't like any musicals, Leone?
Mm. Probably not. Or maybe some old Disney classics that I
Yeah,
had some kind of like fond memories of it.
yeah. Maybe as a rock musician, maybe you'd like Rock of Ages.
I like Tenacious D movie.
Oh yeah, Pick of Destiny. Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that.
I know every song. I can sing any song from that movie. Like I remember the lyrics for everything. So yeah, maybe I do like musicals sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh,
Dio, can you hear me? I'm lost and so alone.
Alex Heath. Hi, Alex. How's it going? Um, he said, look up Predator the musical on YouTube. You'll have your opinion changed. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
I need to
I'm
see that.
I'm gonna open that in a tab so that I can see this after the stream.
Maybe we can create a watch together on Discord after the stream
Predator the
to watch
musical.
this.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Amazing, amazing. Um, Leone loves High School Musical. Yeah, I can picture that honestly.
I when High School Music came out, I was already a grumpy old person.
You're already jaded. Maybe that's why you love it so much because it reminds you of your youth. Like
No, I hated high school.
the funny thing, like the funny thing is that high school in the US is such a wildly I don't know what it's like in South America and like Brazil, but the 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 difference between the US high school experience and the UK high school experience is it's just entirely different. Like there's no similarities whatsoever.
Yeah, our experience in high school is completely different from the US also.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. It's just so funny. Like and then you have loads of uh obviously you have things like High School Musical coming out and it's like English like British kids love it. And it's like, yeah, but you can't relate to anything that's happening. We have no
Yeah,
similarities at all.
it's basically for example, when we see Harry Potter, like we have no uh, point of reference of how realistic things are or
Yeah.
not. So
Yeah.
when I went to Cambridge
Yeah.
to visit the Moon Colony studio, it's like I see. Oh, okay. Now here I can see how people can really dig the Harry Potter world because you can relate. You can see the
Mm,
buildings and the like
yeah.
the school uniforms and stuff and say,
Mm,
okay, yeah, I can kind of feel it.
yeah.
But back home, it's like we have no point of reference of this. It's completely a different experience.
Yeah. I remember I remember when I was in high school, for a long time, a load of us really wanted to be in the kind of school where you wear like a shirt and a blazer and a tie, because I don't know why, for some reason that would have been really cool for us to wear. And then in my last year of high school, they our school got sold to this like group, and they said, okay, you all have to start wearing a tie and a shirt and a blazer and look really smart when you come to school. And nothing happened aside from the fact that everybody just started strangling each other with their ties.
Of course,
It was just a
kids being
total
kids.
mess. Yeah, it just became a total mess. Um,
Okay, I will try to render these parts
sure.
so we can see how it looks.
Yeah.
And if this looks good and you guys want me to finish it, you can bully Jaden to invite me again.
I
So we
don't
can
think I'll
finish.
need to be bullied, but you know, you can bully me anyway if you want.
Yeah, but like I can ask people
Yeah.
uh to say if they want to see me finish this and no one wants to. So it's like, okay,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah. Uh, oh, here we go. We have our synopsis of the hit musical Papa Pia.
Papa Pia, let's go.
Yeah. So, uh, Papa Pia takes place on a Greek island where where Pia inherits a taverna from her late father. As she prepares to reopen the business, she discovers his old diary and learns that he was once part of a 1980s pop boy band. Inviting three of his former bandmates to perform, Pia's life is turned upside down when the group's former lead singer's daughter, a famous pop star, shows up. The night becomes a journey of self discovery, old rivalries, and the true meaning of family and friendship. Wow.
And the true meaning of Papa Pia.
And the true meaning of Papa Pia.
Nice.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Um, Leo's given us another one. A dad reads a Facebook post of three girls he dated at the same time, and they all have kids the same age. So he invites three of them to the Isle of Man, and they sing they sing ABBA backwards songs. Oh, amazing, amazing! Thank you. That
Okay.
was worth it.
I will render this bit just to see how it looks.
Um,
So yeah, I can even I don't know, I can even color pick
yeah,
something here. So
yeah,
let's see.
I
This can
guess.
be my base color for the skin. So we have a like a head start, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, for the hair, I will grab, I don't know, this color here. So let's just separate some layers.
sure.
The boring part of painting.
While you do that, I'll just say, hi Laura. They said, why does that sound so good? Gender bend, Mamma Mia. I know it sounds good, right? We'll keep that in the back pocket for when we open the MCU, the Moon Colony Cinematic Universe, not to be confused with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
True.
Um, let's
Yeah,
see.
and Laura will be the protagonist,
Yeah, Laura,
as she's
would you like to be would you like to be Pia? um,
with a super fake Greek accent.
oh yeah, yeah. It'll be amazing. It'll be incredible. Um, what Pitta Comic says? What if this piece doesn't look good, but we still want you to finish it.
No, I want to finish it. I'm liking it. So yeah. Um, I want you guys to like it as well, so Jaden can invite me again.
Oh, okay, okay. Laura has accepted the role of Pia. Nice, congratulations. You don't even need to audition.
Nice. Okay.
They said I'm great at accents. What do you mean, Leonie? Have you not heard my British accent? Oh, yeah,
True. Yeah.
yeah. I have, and
I think you
um,
just need to work on your Portuguese accent. It's a little too cartoony, I
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. Alex has also heard this accent. Yeah, then Alex, you know that Laura's British accent is is interesting. It was a choice, for sure. Um, although she can do a very good American accent without even trying. So, uh, let me see what else have we got here. Jacob says, I'm doing some drawing while watching you, and I literally just had to pull a belt out of my wardrobe because my brain forgot how a buckle works.
Yeah. All this deep conversation that we have having here is melting your brain.
Yeah. Well,
So much information.
Ignacio said that we need very old people to play the dad, but
Alan.
the problem is that his own. I think it says that the dad is dead, doesn't it? Yeah, the dad is dad is dead.
I think we can have some pictures of Amra to be the dad on the portraits, you know.
Could you picture Emro being a dad who owns a tavern?
Yeah.
Can you? I
And
can't
was
picture.
were previously in a boy
In
band.
a 1980s boy band.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Yeah, that would be great. The dad could be alive at the end. It was a plot twist. It was a prank.
Oh,
Yeah, he pops out at the end and goes, "It's just a prank, bro. This is my tavern. Get out."
or maybe he's just living with his other family or something.
Yeah, for sure. He's got two families. Man, Papa Pio is getting real. He's a busy man, faking his own death, having two families.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Papa Pia.
That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Batman Dark Knight ending where he's alive in Italy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I hate that ending. If the ending was just Alfred looking and nodding and like, and you don't see Bruce Wayne, it will be so much better.
Yeah.
So it's like it's up in the air if it's alive or not.
Yeah.
Cowards.
I'd love to know how he escaped getting blown up by a nuclear bomb. It wasn't a nuclear bomb, or was it just a normal bomb? I forget. It's been so long.
I don't know. I just know that this movie have the best death scene in every single movie ever exist in existence,
Which
where the
one?
girl dies like this. You know, she just,
What?
oh, I'm alive, I'm talking, and then dead.
What?
No, you have to search this.
Yeah.
Search for like Batman, the third movie. I don't know, like
Uh,
Dark Knight, whatever. Death scene. You you're gonna fall in love with this scene. It's so good.
okay, I'll look at it. I'll look at it after this. Oh, there's so many messages. Um, he pops out of the coffin and starts dancing and singing. Oh, that's Papa Pia. Okay, sorry, I'm getting my lore mixed up.
You're
Uh,
mixing Papa Pia with Batman.
yeah, sorry, that's the sequel. Um, he paid the bomb not to hit him. Yeah. Laura says, "What the hell, Leonie? Do you have a tracking camera? You're just using an iPhone, I think, right?" Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Um, I just paid a homeless guy in Gotham to dress up as me and blow up instead. Honestly, from what we established a few streams ago, where Batman is actually the villain in all of these situations, that
Of
wouldn't
course.
surprise me. Bruce Wayne would totally do that.
Yeah. Has all the money in the world, and the
Yeah,
best he can do is dress in black and hit poor people on the
and
street.
hit poor people. Yeah,
That they they are involved in crime, but they don't have any perspective in life.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I will break your both legs, but you'll be alive. Okay, I'll
Do
not
we
kill you.
do we build affordable housing and make like make places for homeless people to live? No, I'll just let them turn to a life of crime and then beat them up.
What is the fun in it?
Yeah,
In
where's the
this, right?
fun? Where's the fun in building affordable housing? Am I right, Bruce? Um, Papa Pia and the multiverse of madness. Papa Pia versus the world. Already coming up with sequels. No, God.
Too
Ba-
fast, too Papa Pia.
two, two Papa, two Pia. That's the.
Too fast, too Pia. Okay.
Fast two Pia. That's where Pia finds out that she has a twin sister.
The Revenge of the Pia.
Oh
The
my
Pia
God.
Menace.
Yeah. Um, I love the idea of Batman slash Iron Man kind of millionaire character that thinks they're a superhero, but their moral compass is plain wrong. Yeah. Commission a military grade power armor suit just to beat up superhero, superpowered escaped asylum patients. Papa Pia, Papa Pia, Topio Drift. Papa Wars, the return of Pia. Oh my God. I need a drink. My voice is going.
Okay.
Um, Batman is a capitalist. He really is. Uh, the Wayne family is the reason for the social inequality in Gotham. Yeah, honestly. Also, why would you go? So hear me out. The the Wayne family. So the Wayne parents got shot out the exit of a opera house. Right? They went to the opera. Bruce was like, "Nah, I don't like this. Can I leave?" And so they took him out. They took him out the back entrance down like the shadiest alley they could have possibly been down.
Yeah, come on.
And it's like, come on, guys, have some self-preservation instincts.
Yeah, don't you know the town you're living? Come on.
Yeah, don't you know about
How's this?
Gotham? Was Gotham crime-proof before Batman existed?
Or maybe they're just too naive.
Papa Pia X. Papa goes to space. uh, Papa Wars, the return of
Papa
Pia.
Pia versus Jason.
But Ignacio already put Papa versus Pia. Papa Pia
The
now.
Pia strikes again.
Hold on, Papa Pia now featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
What?
What?
Okay.
Oh man, I can't wait for the next Smash Bros. Update where they add in Papa Pia. Um, Honestly, that's why I like the Joker movie. The movie happens just because the Wayne family decided to stop financing the mental health services of Gotham. Yeah, uh,
Yeah, makes sense, right?
yeah, yeah. That's pretty realistic, though. Rich people are kind of clueless.
True.
Man,
Yeah.
that's fair. I'm not rich and I'm still clueless. This isn't fair. I got the worst of both worlds. Um,
Ba-ba-bia. And I'm gonna get this music in my head for
you're
a
gonna be
couple of days now.
yeah, you're gonna be listening to ABBA backwards. Um, Man, that was the reason they did finance Arkham in the first place was because uh, Mrs. Wayne suffered from some serious mental health disorders. Once she got better, they decided to cut the funding. Oh man, the Waynes suck.
Maybe we'll have to delete this stream if we ever start working on a Batman game.
No, if we start working on a Batman game, then
It's
it's
easier to fire me and you,
yeah,
probably.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that it's easier if we just tell them all how it really is. Be like, no, we will not work on this Batman game because it doesn't represent the real lives of the Wayne
Oh,
family.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it doesn't represent the real fictional lives of Bruce Wayne, the man who beats up sick people. Um, Peppa Pia for the kids. Yeah, that's amazing.
True.
Uh, Maxime says, "Hey y'all, what's happening today?" Um, that is a good. You know what? That is a good question. Uh, we're we're doing Urbosa from Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and
In
trying
the style
to
of Hades.
trying to style it in the same style as Hades. Uh, we've just had an interesting conversation about how terrible Bruce Wayne is, and
Again.
yeah, again, this comes up multiple times. Uh, Bruce Wayne is a criminal, and he should be put to justice. Um, and then we came up with uh, the dad version of Mamma Mia, Papa Pia,
Yeah.
and
So,
it's
pretty
many
regular stream.
sequels. Yeah, and it's many sequels. Uh, but yeah, honestly, I think
Right.
Leoni is doing a good job on this so far. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Do you guys think that for now this could pass as a Hades thing? I don't know. Let's see.
When you
I
get
have
the
to work a little bit more on the colors to
yeah
make sure, and also lighting shadow stuff.
yeah. Yeah, once you get the shading in there, I think it'll because that's what
Yeah,
really makes it, isn't it?
let me. Mm, Hades game. I want to find a frame from the game
Mm,
so I can put the back of it, maybe, so
yeah.
we can have some kind of, I don't know, color thingy on the back.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so you can
Just
contrast
darken
it
it.
better.
Yeah, just to like think about how this looks on top of the game itself
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way. So yeah.
I really want to see. I really want to see a game like this in the Zelda universe now, like with this style. I think it would look
Oh
awesome.
yeah, it will be nice.
Yeah,
Papa Pia game when?
Papa Pia.
That's the
Yeah,
question.
that is true. Papa
That's the
Pia.
real question.
Papa Pia rock band. When?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with all their
With all,
greatest hits.
yeah, with all the greatest hits, such as uh I'm trying to think of Papa Pia songs, and there's just so many good ones going through my head right now.
Yeah, it's hard to pick,
It's hard
right?
to pick. Yeah, it's hard to pick just one Papa Pia song. Um, the the Pia takes it all. Yeah, the Pia takes it all. Um, Papa Lou, I think, is a good one. Um, uh, Super Super Pia. Um, Papa Pia
Okay.
Creed. Papa Pia Creed. Papa Hood. Uh, Papa Pia versus Batman. Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice.
That's what we really needed. That's what we need. Papa Pia is the one to take down the crime lord that is Batman. Marco says never forget all of the Papa Pia references done in The Simpsons. It got pretty tired after a while. Yeah, that's the thing. Once The Simpsons got a hold of the Papa Pia references, they just wouldn't let go. I can't imagine any other company doing that or any other show doing that. Um, New Guitar Hero DLC, Papa Pia Pia Eterna, in reference to Lux Eterna by Metallica. What about Papa Pia and Peppa Pig crossover? Yeah, yeah. Papa Papa Pig. Papa Pig doesn't work. Yeah, Peppa Pia. I think what Ignacio said earlier. Peppa Pia works. Papa the Hedgehog. That's just Sonic's. That's just Sonic's dad. That's just Sonic's really old dad. Um, Papa Cross Pia from the Kaiju universe. Yeah, can't forget that. Papa Rapper the Pia. Oh, that's bad. You can't do Parappa the Rapper dirty like that.
Mm, okay, guys, what do you think about this? It's looking half decent, right? I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna, first of all, before doing the actual shading, I'm gonna add some deeper shadows here.
Sure.
So maybe something like, usually they have a very deep shadow in the chin of the character, like the head
Mm,
casting a shadow on the body.
yeah.
So I'll try something like this just to see how it looks. And I think I can put all of this arm in shadow, basically, like all of this.
Mm,
I just lowered the opacity so we can see the lines, but I will have this as full black. So yeah, maybe something like this. Mm, I think the earring can cast a shadow. The shoulder. Let's
When
see. Mm.
when Palpatine executed Order 66 in Papa the Revenge of the Pia. Okay.
Oh yeah, very
Oh
brutal.
god. Yeah, that was the worst.
The Revenge of the Pia.
I they tried really hard in that movie, but I just don't think it worked. Um, Maxime says, "Hey Alex, may I ask what your art journey / career has been like? Just a brief rundown of how you got to where you are now."
I was born in a morning, very cloudy, and yeah,
And your dad
it's
went,
like
"Papa Pia."
okay. I try to summarize. When I was a kid, I liked uh, anime, cartoons, and manga style. I wanted to draw comics or work in the animation industry. And uh, when I got to the point I had to think about college, the only option for me was doing visual arts in the local university, federal university, because yeah, that was my only option. Like in my head, I did not ask my parents, but it was like, okay, this is the public university, so I don't have to pay for it, and it's on my town, so I don't have to move. So yeah, that's the option. So I did. I graduated in visual arts, so like painting, sculpture, uh, things like that.
Mhm.
And then I let's see what else. Yeah, I graduated in 2009. I tried to do comics. I did this for a while because we did not have like play any place to publish the comics. I created a small fanzine magazine thing that I did myself. Um, so for a while, I was trying to do comics, but like this uh, lead me nowhere because okay, yeah, whatever. It's no money in this. So I started working in advertisement.
Mhm.
Like it was my first real job in 2011 or so. And then I went to I was studying 3D. I was studying a little bit of video editing also. I got to working with uh, social media stuff.
Mhm.
And then I got my first opportunity to work in games in 2012 for a card game, and I dropped everything, of course, to work on that. It was like a very small project from like guys back in my town that had money to fund a project like this. But they really wanted to make something that is for real, so they hired me with like everything very correct. It was not just like a small gig. So I
Mhm.
got hired by this company. I worked on this for 1 year and a half, and uh, it was very it was a very big deal for me because I was able to like basically study while being paid to do it because
Mhm.
my artwork when I started doing that was not very good for the style that they wanted. But I for like after 1 year and a half doing it, I got pretty decent at digital painting. So then I moved away from it, started doing just freelance for a while. Uh, yeah, then got back to working in advertisement for a while.
Mhm.
So yeah, a lot of stuff. And I joined, like I had a YouTube channel also to talk about um, illustration and stuff in Brazil for a while also, like from 2014 and up to 2020 or so.
Yeah.
And I joined Moon Colony back in 2022, I think. Yeah, that's it. So I
Yeah.
did a bunch of different stuff in the early days because, yeah, need to make some kind of money. But um, yeah, I was always studying in the background, trying to get better at
Mm.
illustration. And after I discovered digital painting, I basically uh, dropped the other things. I actually released a comic book back in 2015, like a real one with publisher and everything. This was very nice because I got the chance to go to Portugal
Mm.
uh, because of that and travel the country in Brazil to promote this. Uh, what else did I do? I don't know. Did a bunch of different stuff.
It's hard to look back over the last, well, over 10 years and try and
200
remember
years.
everything. Oh
Yes.
yes, 200 years. Um, Barai asks, "Are you still on YouTube?"
What?
Barai
Oh,
asks, "Are
if
you
I'm
still on
still
YouTube?"
on
Yeah,
YouTube, no.
yeah,
Only here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/mooncolony.
yeah. The best place to be. Maxime says, "Awesome, thank you for sharing. I was simply curious. I like knowing how fellow artists got to where they are. Yeah, it's always nice because no two people have the same story either. So,
Yeah, like when people ask me, okay, how do I break into the industry? What do I do?
mm,
Of course, we can have some like insights on that, but like for every person is a little different.
yeah,
You cannot control the opportunities that will come your way. You
yeah,
just have to be ready when they come, you know.
hmm,
And of course, you can send your portfolio around. Uh, like you don't need to be just waiting for it.
mm,
But in general, the only part of the process that we actually control is the quality of our work, you know, like
yeah,
this is in your hands. So yeah, try to be as good as you can with your skills and your design ideas and stuff,
mm,
and be ready when the opportunity arrives, you know.
yeah, yeah. I always say to people, it's a balance between skill and luck. The same with a lot of things.
Yeah, and a lot of this industry is having good relation with people, you know.
Mm,
So it took me a long time to get to the point where I am today, but I think I built good uh, relationship with clients and other artists, you know, to be able to uh, uh, keep getting work offers, you know.
mm,
So, for example, one of the lead artists from Moon Colony now, like a lead concept artist illustrators, like recently uh, hired is Gabriel, right?
mm,
Gabriel Rubio, that was here in the uh, in the stream couple streams ago, right?
yeah.
And he's like very good, of course, but he's younger than me. So one time, uh, a couple times actually, he asked for advice, like on Facebook,
Mm,
and I tried to help him the best I could back in the day when he was like starting and I was already like working on it for some time. So I had some insights. I helped him in the beginning and he developed a lot.
Yeah.
and like became super good. And like couple years later, he was working on a game as a freelancer, and I get in touch with him, say, hey, can you help me out with this, so he helped me out. So yeah, uh, help the young ones, help
Mm.
the beginners, the people that ask for your help. Maybe you don't think that you're very good right now, but I'm sure that you have some kind of insight for people that are younger than you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're looking uh, after you for some reason. So it's like, yeah, help them out.
Mm.
Maybe they can help you in the future. Like it happened to me many times actually.
Yeah. Um, yeah, as Maxime says, even the luck part is something you kind of have to push and create. Yeah, I mean, making making your own luck is uh it is a thing that people say. You can make your own luck to a certain
Yeah,
extent.
yeah, yeah. I consider myself very lucky
Mm.
because I wasn't not the type of person to send portfolios
Yeah.
and like ask for jobs. It was like most things that I did were I got invited to do.
Mm.
So yeah, but this also this is why probably took me a long time to get to the point where I am today. If I were was more proactive, probably I could be working on Hearthstone, for example, before.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, for me it was just, yeah, do you want to work in this project? Okay, I don't have nothing to do. Yeah,
Mm.
I'll work on this project. And so it's like was very organic,
Yeah.
but of course you don't need to do that. But I would say that you should not say no to
Mm.
everything because you are only thinking about one specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes people have a very narrow uh, view of what they would want to do in art. But for example, I would not be working right now with digital painting for Hearthstone if I did not uh, um, accepted the first offer I got to work in the
Yeah.
illustration, because the type of illustration I did back then was very different. I liked more simplified, cell shaded look for a drawing and painting, but the work was more like digital painting, realistic looking.
Mm.
So I could say something like, "Oh, I'm not the right person for this. I'm not ready, or whatever." And yeah, I will not be here today. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to, in a way, take risks,
Mm.
go out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah. Especially if those jobs are like, if they're like temporary kind of contract jobs where it's like we have a project for you to do, you know, X, and then after that you're free to go. Like, you haven't really got much to lose by taking part. You're
Yeah,
just getting more experience. So you don't know where
yeah.
those stepping stones to your end goal are actually that you don't know where they're gonna show up. So
hmm
um,
Okay, now I'll do a light and shadow pass just to have a general light direction.
yeah.
Let's see how it looks.
Uh, I'll just read this quickly from Tom Albert. They said, I took a few months of mentorships with you a few years back, and it helped me a lot with thumbnails and my character designs." And then they send a
Oh,
smiley
nice.
face.
With me?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, nice. I'm always glad to help somehow.
Hmm.
In a way, like when I do mentorships or even just a simple portfolio review stuff, I try to, I kind of take it personal in a way. Like I treat it like it's my own
Yeah,
drawing.
yeah.
So I think I got sometimes even more hyped for other people's work than my own work.
Hmm.
So when I see
Mm.
someone drawing a complex illustration with multiple characters and stuff, I got something like, oh, and this story can be this and that, and this guy is doing this and that. I like. I think I sometimes care more about other work than
Mm.
my own. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's
For my work in general, I just say, okay, yeah, I'm just drawing this character in a like very simplified pose. There's nothing too crazy.
mm.
So, but for other people, I like when they go, yeah, like there's a full back story in this.
Yeah. I think that's why you were a really good pick for the Lunar Academy stuff as well.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I think because my mind is very simple,
Yeah.
I can explain in a way that a toddler can understand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Barai says, "Oh my god, it sounds like my first job as a concept artist. Uh, I was, uh, I was on Crisis and with imposter syndrome for a whole year. It was constant work. Yeah, imposter syndrome is the worst. I think it comes for
I
everybody.
suffer with this.
Yeah,
It's like very common. Don't worry.
yeah,
It's like, okay, you have to deal with it. Yeah, you have to do your best to um, um, work with this and not give like not making this freeze you in a way that you cannot do anything.
yeah.
It happened to me like many times, I would say.
Hmm.
I got frozen and stopped doing things that I liked because of this imposter syndrome. For
Yeah.
example, back in the day, I could start a comic right now. I would just start drawing and I would be happy with the results.
Hmm.
Nowadays, drawing comics is impossible for
Yeah.
me because my expectations are so high. Like every time I try to design a character or start a story, say, okay, this is dumb, this is too simple, this is stupid, you know. So like, yeah, I would say that I suffer with this problem a lot, actually.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think everybody suffers with a bit of imposter syndrome, but then one of the only ways you can actually get through it is by pushing past the like pushing
Yeah, one
through it,
one
you
trick
know.
that I use is I just trust what others say,
Hmm.
you know. So if my art director say that this is good enough, it's good enough, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's good if you have like friends and people that can give you honest opinion on stuff, you
Yeah.
know. So don't surround yourself with only people that say, "Oh, you're amazing, your art is good and whatever." Like
Mm.
try to find some people that can give you advice for real. Like
Mm.
not destroy you and destroy completely your like motivation because this is not good also. Like the person doesn't need to crush your dreams and hopes, but at least give you like honest advice and say, yeah, I think you need to improve on this and that.
Yeah.
Your art is lacking this or that, you know.
Mm. Yeah. Find someone who is fair but also tells you how it is.
Yeah, and like
Mm.
really knows what he's saying also
Yeah.
because sometimes you receive feedback that like they can lead can be leading you in a wrong direction,
Hmm.
you know. Like they can be like mm, trying their best to help you, but they can lead you in the wrong direction. For
Mm.
example, when I got that first job, I was working with uh, card game and stuff.
Yeah.
They hired a photographer or someone, some like this to be our art director in that game, and like the guy had no clue what illustration actually is.
Yeah.
So his feedback in general was just, yeah, this is too simple. Just put more texture, more details and stuff, you know.
Mm.
But we all know that illustration is not about details. It's about composition, value control, perspective, and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Anatomy, gesture, and stuff. So yeah, I was just hiding the flaws of my drawing with over rendering or over texturing,
Hmm.
So like, yeah, try to get proper feedback.
Uh, Zvinvar says too much validation stunts your growth. Yeah, that's true. If people are telling you that you're the best thing ever constantly, then
Yeah,
yeah.
the thing is, I would say that you need to find a balance.
Mm,
Uh, because okay, you have the imposter syndrome. Most of us has have it. So try to use this in your favor.
mm,
So what you're gonna do is uh, say something like, "Okay, I'm not good enough. I don't know how to do this, but I will use this as motivation to get better."
yeah,
And don't stay every day in your comfort zone just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
yeah,
So yeah, I think I said this in the previous stream. I know people that just got stuck in their art because they stopped trying to do different stuff. They just became repetitions of themselves.
yeah.
So yeah, this is not good. If you're just doing the same thing over and over and over, your drawing can be very boring to look at.
Hmm.
So try different stuff. Like, but at the same time, it's good to draw things in your comfort zone every once in a while.
Hmm.
It's important, at least for me, it's important to have fun while drawing.
Yeah,
If you're only drawing stuff that you hate, what's the point, right?
yeah. I think as well, like, well, I'm assuming that it's it is important to. What was I going to say? Man, that's annoying. Uh, oh yeah, like, it's important to give yourself like confidence boosters as well. Like if you know that you can draw something, then yeah, go back to it every so often. Like if you're feeling like you're a bad artist or you're an imposter, then there's no harm going back to your comfort zone for a little while and giving
Yeah,
yourself a confidence booster until you can, retry the new thing that you're scared
yeah.
of doing.
And I think I was actually talking with Gabriel about that a couple of days ago.
Hmm.
How, like, after we work in this industry for a while, it's common for us to get a little jaded and
Hmm.
like a little like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'm drawing a character from Legend of Zelda on a
Yeah.
stream and being paid for it. Okay, yeah, this is the norm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to remind ourselves that, okay, this is actually amazing. The
Mm.
fact that I can do this for a living is just amazing. And there's like actual situations when we're doing this for clients and say, okay, I played this game when I was a kid or a teenager or
Hmm.
something. I would be so happy with
Yeah.
where I am today. But sometimes you're not feeling it. You're feeling like, okay, yeah, this is whatever.
Mm.
So like, you need to remind yourself why you started drawing. Like most of us started young, and yeah, what inspired you back then? What do you want to draw like when we were a kid? And try to draw that, with no
Yeah.
pressure, without thinking about having to get likes or whatever. So
Yeah.
just draw that.
Yeah. Exactly.
I try very hard to make my work as fun as I can,
Hmm.
and somehow I think I was able to make this work. So uh like, even for these streams, I always try to draw things like without too much pressure,
Yeah.
and I always go to two types of mood when I'm drawing. Or going with the epic mood and saying, okay, this is like super cool, you know.
Yeah.
Or I go with the, okay, I want to laugh a little bit and draw something that it looks stupid.
Hmm. I think something that I try and do with these streams is I try and give you guys an opportunity to kind of do something a bit more fun, or that you want to do, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
I love being on stream. Like when you ask me, oh, are you able to do this like next week or something? I said, okay, you just ask the producers.
yeah.
I can do a stream every day. I don't care. I like doing
Yeah,
it, you know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we have actual work to do sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have there's some meetings where I'll be like, oh, I'd like to have this artist for this stream. It's like, nope, they're way too busy. And I'm like, no, please, just one.
Yeah, because if you ask me straight, I would
Yeah.
just say, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, I can do it.
Jacob says, this is going back a few points in the conversation, but they said that's why I like joining art discords. You can get feedback when you feel ready
Yeah,
for it, and since everyone there is an artist, the feedback will be valuable, and the praise you get will be precise. I.e., instead of "it looks so cool," you might hear, "I really like the rendering. It looks so cool." Uh, you get to know what you do
yeah.
well and what people like. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, I did like a rendering of the metal
Mm,
based on this character, and I
yeah.
think, okay, yeah, it's halfway there in terms of style.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe let's go let's go back to the shadows.
Hmm.
Go back to the shadows.
I was going to say we're about 2 hours now.
Oh no! 1
Um,
minute away from
yeah,
ending.
yeah.
Oh, guys, come on. Just say, Jaden, please ask Leoni to join again. We need to see this drawing done.
Yeah, if you guys want Leonie back to finish this off, then I will happily try and arrange that. Um, if not, then you'll just have to do it in your own time.
No!
Yeah. But yeah, let me know.
My
Either.
free time is to play video games, not to draw. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Free time is to play video games. Um, well, to be fair, Maxine did put in exactly what you asked him to. So ask Leonie to join again. Oh no. There you
Thank you.
go.
You guys are the best.
But also, if anybody has been following along and decided to do this using the resources that we gave you in the Discord, then feel free to post it in there.
Yeah.
You can put it in the well, it depends how far along you are. You can put it in sketches and whip, or in finished work if you like.
Yeah,
Whatever
I'll put mine on
feels more
sketches
appropriate.
with.
Yeah, whatever feels more appropriate.
Okay, we are kind of done.
Yeah,
This is the point we got so far.
yeah. I think you're doing. I think you're doing really well so far. Like it doesn't. It looks like it would fit in.
Yes. One thing that I do for when I'm doing this for work. Uh, so sometimes you're wondering if you're uh, doing good or not. You can do this. You know, you just
Oh
put your
yeah.
against the rest like
Hmm.
this. So you can see like if you're off in, for example, line weight or color choices or
Yeah.
maybe like contrast. Like for example, right now I feel like mine lacks contrast. It's too mid-tony, you know.
Yeah.
So I need to add more light sources and stuff to make this pop a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the type of thing that I do when I'm even for Hearthstone, for example. I create a board like this with the artwork uh, that I consider good from my fellow artists, and I just compare what I did with the rest to
Yeah,
see if I'm doing good or not.
that
Yeah.
seems like a good idea.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with this. I think we did okay.
Amazing. Well, uh, thank you so much, Leonie, for coming on here and doing this for us. It looks awesome, and I hope that we can bring you back on to finish it off as well. Um,
Please. Mhm.
Pitter Comic says that's one of those tips that's very helpful and yet so obvious. Thanks, Leonie.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Especially if you're working on a game that already has a
hmm,
established art style, you don't need to guess. Just compare it like side by side and just look to one and then look to the other like very fast,
yeah,
or just put on top and do this. Say, no, yeah, I'm lacking this or that, you know.
yeah, awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you everybody in the chat as well. It's been great hanging out with you this afternoon. Well, this afternoon for the UK. Uh, I hope to see you all again. Tomorrow we should have Rin back on. If you were here last time Rin was here, uh, it'll be another few prompts out of the skull for a little monster creation session. So come along to that and have a draw along with Rin. That'll be fun. And then on Friday we have Alex Heath on the stream, who was here in the chat earlier actually. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. So
Alex
thank
Heath
you.
is amazing.
Yeah, he is amazing. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. So
Thank you guys.
bye,
Bye bye.
guys. Bye.